Hello and welcome back everybody to my channel. And if you have been here before, thank you for coming back. If you have not, just to introduce myself to you, I am Holly Fields. I'm Dr. Holly Fields. Um, I have been in the fitness industry for over 30 years. I'm currently a professor at Bradford University in public health and healthcare leadership. But my passion in life revolves around helping others become their best selves, right? So, this series that we are on right now is what women over 40 are doing wrong. Okay. So, I want you to think about this. Okay. I know that you have all been on TikTok, Instagram. I have friends who send me information all the time that is what do you think of this workout? What about this exercise, right? And so it's kind of like you get excited and you're going to try something new and you jump in there. You're not alone. People do this all the time, but this particular habit could be why you are not seeing any progress. Okay, y'all, it's the age of social media, and we jump around all over the place. And so, one of the biggest problems we have is actually sticking with something long enough to see results. So, in this episode, we're going to talk about like why program hopping is leading to lack of consistency, and this is sabotaging your fat loss and your muscle gain, especially after the age of 40, y'all. But I would say maybe even before that age. Um, what should you do instead? Well, number one point is that you need to be consistent. You cannot do random workouts. I have worked with so many women over 40 in the past who want like to change weekly or monthly or, like it's all the time. So typically I program training blocks at least 6 to 8 weeks, if not longer. Why is that? Because you have to have that time to get into a really good relationship with that exercise. Okay. Like you have got to get it down pat. You can't just go flying through it and then next week you switch to something else and see results. It's not going to happen. So your body needs time to adapt. Your strength, your muscle, your fat loss, metabolic changes don't happen in 1 to 2 weeks, y'all. These are going to happen over time. So you've got to be consistent. You're not going to be consistent if your workouts are all over the place. So long-term adherence is a major challenge for many, right? Like half of people who start a program don't even make it a few months. So what tends to go wrong, right? We skip workouts, we try the next big thing, the next great exercise. Oh, this looks really good for your glutes, right? Should I do this? But then you don't build up momentum. You lose confidence. You don't have that progressive overload over time. Okay, so the program hopping prevents adaptation and progression. All right, what you want to do is give your body that time to adjust and really optimize those exercises, right? So, what's the word I'm looking for? You want to master. You need to master the exercise before you just jump to the next best thing. I see lots of people who are just flying through their reps. They're not really paying attention to the muscle that they're working. They don't have that mind muscle connection, right? So they're not going to get what they want to out of it. All right. So it's not just about like willpower and like willing yourself to stick things out, right? So your life and your structure particularly matter if you are over the age of 40. Why? Okay, well, a lot of women that age are parents, mothers. You could have older children, you could have younger children, it doesn't matter. But I guarantee you probably have a busy schedule. So the busy schedule, parenting and work demands, you could be having hormonal changes and fluctuations. That's going to make consistency even harder. So among middle-aged women, some of the common barriers to long-term exercises are your life demands, shifting routines, lack of structure or support, right? So if you just pick a random workout off of TikTok or Instagram or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Is that going to be really good for you? Who knows? You could have like multiple issues that this person showing you this workout does not have, right? Is that going to benefit you? No, you could actually like risk injuring yourself. So, we really want to have a plan. And a lot of times when life gets really hard, then burnout happens, life stress hits, then your workouts disappear maybe entirely, right? So that leads me to my fourth thing is that variety. Everybody wants variety. Okay, so we want to have strategic variation instead of random switching. For example, if I started a person with a leg press machine, then there are lots of different variations I can do on a leg press, right? I can vary my foot positioning. I can vary like the type of leg press machine. Some are inclined, some are straight ahead. I could go to like a squat variation versus a leg press. It's still working like all of the muscles of the legs, right? But then we've got like multiple different squat variations. We've got, a sumo squat, we've got a wider stance squat, we've got Smith machine squat, dumbbell squat, barbell squat. There's all kinds of variations that we can do, and we can have a strategic plan of how to get you to your ultimate goals, right? If you're bouncing around again all over the place, ladies, you're not going to get your goals because you have not challenged your muscles effectively through that progression and intensity, right? So you want to pick a strength training approach that you can stick with long enough, again, like 6 to 12 weeks, and adjust as needed. You want to see like beating the record book week to week. So, like, give yourself a little star if you did more weight than last week, if you did more reps than last week. But you should have a strategy set already. Okay, this is where a coach comes into play, y'all. And this is what I do for a living. So, be sure you're subscribing to my channel though, if you haven't already. So let's go to the next point in that the real driver of change is habits, progressive overload, and patience. If you were bouncing around all over the place to the next great workout, to the next shiny object, you didn't even do the last one for a week because this next one looked better. Well, you're gonna spin your wheels like for eternity. You're never gonna get to where you want to be, right? So we need to have the strength training in place plus the proper nutrition and consistency that's gonna equal real results, especially after the age of 40. So you need to treat your workouts like they are appointments. Like you don't cancel doctor's appointments. You probably don't cancel hair appointments. You know how long it takes to get one of those anyway, right? So you have to treat that the same. It's not an option. Like maybe I'll go to the gym today. It's like I'm scheduled to go today, I go, right? That is a habit. So the payoff is going to be better strength, fat loss, muscle maintenance, hormonal balance, better energy, confidence. You want to keep that appointment, right? Um, so you build a routine and you stick to it. And these are habits that can be shifted and changed over time. So if you feel like you're jumping around everywhere, you have no idea what you're doing. You're the kind of person that, oh, I like to change it every week. I do this class and that class and this class and that class. Well, it could be that maybe you're lacking consistency as to why you're not getting the results. Maybe you do things all the time. Maybe they're just not set up in the right order for you. Okay. So I would invite you to explore a structured, realistic plan for yourself. All right. So my Ageless Strength Academy is my new online program. I have been, again, coaching for 30 years, but I'm merging away from my gym website into my online website for training, which is agelessstrengthacademy.com. You can go to that website. You can look through how I can help you stay on track, get real results, and avoid program hopping all the time. So again, we will be this is episode 5. And some of the things that we're going to be talking about on our next episode is actually inconsistency. So, not just program hopping, but inconsistency in other areas that you might really need to pay attention to. So, please share if you know somebody who needs to see this, who's always bouncing around to all of the different workouts and not getting the results they want. And I will see you all on the next episode.